We are finally expected to see some relief from the heat that we have been dealing with, but along with that, there's also some more fire concerns. More in your forecast.
As the heat wave continues, one local group is stepping up to keep those living on the streets of Spokane safe and cool. Plus, a Spokane Buddhist temple is asking for your help to identify who's responsible for burglarizing the temple.
I believe we were targeted because we're nonviolent.
Tonight, how they are recovering.
We are taking a live look out at Avista Stadium tonight, where we are just about an hour and a half away from the Spokane Indians game. That's because we have KREM 2 night at Avista. So excited. We've got the whole gang down there. We'll get to them in just a minute. Thank you for joining us here this evening on KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Amanda Rowley. So we have the Indians game coming up, and that's where all of our anchors are. We'll get to them here shortly. But first, let's take a look at our top stories, starting off with weather. Today, we're experiencing more near record-breaking heat, along with gusty winds, which mean increased fire danger. So for everything we need to know, let's get right over to Cody Proctor. Hey, Cody.
Hey there, Amanda. And you are right. We are seeing those breezy winds right now over at the Spokane Airport, where we're seeing those wind speeds coming out of the west at 24 miles per hour. This is actually picked up in the last hour or so. Right now, our current temperatures are at 95 degrees, and that relative humidity, very dry, to say the least. And across our region, we're seeing a lot of those temperatures hanging out in the 90s. A few places, though, still clinging on to those triple digits. That includes Omak, Libby, Lewiston, all of them hot across our region. And we're also starting to see those breezy to gusty winds across our area as well. Seeing those double-digit wind speeds around the Spokane metro area, including Deer Park, Omak right now, too. Wenatchee's picked up, same with Moses Lake, and down towards Pullman and Pomeroy and Lewiston. So we're definitely feeling the breeze across our region. Now, the good news is when it comes to our heat, this excessive heat warning and this heat advisory, both are set to expire tonight at 11 p.m. and that will erase the map of these. However, this red flag warning, there is one in effect right now until 9 p.m. tonight. Then it comes back tomorrow morning starting at 10 a.m. set to last until later into the evening about 9 p.m. for those breezy conditions and that low relative humidity. It is very dry outside. Over the next 12 hours, by the time we head to tomorrow morning, we are still looking at hazy skies, temperatures dropping down to the low 70s, so still a very warm start to the day. And over the next few days, we start to get a break from the heat, mostly into the upper 80s, so a decent drop. However, you see that breezy icon right there? That's part of our fire concerns. I'll explain why that's coming in later on in your full forecast.
All right, thank you, Cody. And within the last couple of hours, a small brush fire near Costco in North Spokane, was burning about 2 acres. Now, according to Spokane Fire District 9, it's almost entirely knocked down and burning away from Costco toward an empty field. There are no evacuations in place. Now, all week long, you've likely been looking for ways to beat the extreme heat. And for some of our homeless population, escaping the heat is easier said than done. Cool Spokane is a group of nonprofits who want to make sure unhoused people are safe and hydrated. Cool Spokane set up 2 cooling stations in downtown Spokane. One is located at Division and MLK Junior Way, and another at City Hall. In those tents, people in need have access to water, food, and shade. This is the second year of Cool Spokane. The lead organizer says the tents support people where they are.
Get some water and get a little sustenance. You know, we have dog food for their dogs, you know, to come to a place that, you know, where they're from, where they're at right now is most helpful.
Now, earlier this week, Cool Spokane organizers said they provided someone shoes because they were walking the streets barefoot. Now, they say the tents are open from 12 to 6 p.m. on days when temperatures are over 85 degrees. The man charged in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students is expected to be back in court tomorrow. The hearing could decide if there will be a delay in his upcoming trial. That is currently scheduled to start on October 2nd. It's been more than 7 months since police arrested Brian Koberger. He's charged with murdering Kaylee Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Ethan Chapin last November. As KREM 2 brings you more to every story, Laura Papetti walks us through what to expect in court tomorrow.
When court begins on Friday, the judge will hear two motions brought by the defense. One of them is a motion to stay or delay the trial based on concerns about the grand jury. Those include allegations of jury member bias and statements made by the court, questionnaires that were missing information, and alleged violations based on how jury members answered some questions. The state filed an objection last week. It said the defense has not made a case that there was, quote, substantial failure, and said the defendant wants to, quote, grind the litigation in this matter to a halt. The second motion seeks more information about DNA evidence. Now, you may remember that law enforcement collected trash from Koberger's family home and used a DNA sample to link him to a knife sheath found at the murder scene. The defense is asking for access to all profiles updated to a DNA database. This could include the names of potential matches as well as any unknown males. Other requests include all communications related to DNA testing and a history of unexpected results. The judge could grant, deny, or partially approve any parts of these motions. Depending on how the judge rules, there could be a delay in the trial.
Now, KREM 2 News will be in that courtroom tomorrow morning, and we will bring you updates on the hearing in our newscasts and online at KREM.com. Spokane police charged 2 teens with murder after they allegedly beat a man to death. Last week, police found a man beaten and unconscious on East Mission Avenue. They say the victim was likely hit with a skateboard, knocked down, and kicked repeatedly. On Tuesday, the victim died in the hospital. 18-year-old Quentin Tyndale and 19-year-old Justin Haylett are now charged with his murder. Their arraignment is set for Tuesday. Now we're getting closer and closer to the start of the Spokane Indians game against the Tri-City Dust Devils. Today is also KREM 2 night at the Indians game, and that is where we're finding all our all-star anchors, Mark, Whitney, Jeremy, and Travis, who are joined by someone you may recognize. So hey guys, how's it going out there?
Hey, good evening to you, Amanda. We're about an hour and 15 minutes away from game time here at Vista Stadium, and we have a very special guest standing here to our left. Very cool. And Ribby, you were going to teach us your famous dance, right? Can you give us a walkthrough real quick? We're all going to get involved here. Let's see it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Wait. I got to put my Ribby headband on.
There you go.
That's pretty good. High five.
That was the best, I'm just saying.
I think Whitney was the best too.
Yes.
But we do have a kind of a special night. It's KREM 2 night, Amanda, as you mentioned. And as a part of that, there's some special swag giveaways.
Yes, for the first 500 kids who come through the gates here, we have this special lunchbox, perfect for going back to school. We've got the Spokane logo here. It's insulated. We've got all the Indians mascots here on the back. So yeah, come on by and make sure and say hi to KREM 2. But again, the first 500 kids who come through will get this free lunchbox.
Yeah, Jeremy, it is hot, but it could be worse. We have some cloud cover, a bit of a breeze, so it's not too bad.
You know, Mark basically did the entire No, I'm kidding. He didn't do the whole forecast. But hey, last time we saw Ribby, we were down at the Spokane River, and it was exceptionally hot that day. Ribby, we were out there cleaning up the environment for your family. You were there as well. You've been staying cool since then? That's a no, ladies and gentlemen.
Kind of a fish out of water.
Yeah, so Ribby, as you're running those bases tonight, do you have a way that you're going to stay cool? Yes. So what Ribby's saying is you can come on down. Yes, it is 99 degrees as we currently sit here. Over at Feltz Field is where we're getting that information. I can basically see it from here. So it's warm. It's a little bit breezy. Cloud cover's helping. Once game starts, you're in the shade in the stadium, so come on down and enjoy it.
Yeah, and Jeremy, Travis rather, this is actually an important game because they are close to being, I guess, on the cusp of playoffs, right?
Right. The Indians are 4 games behind right now in the chase for the second spot in the division right now because the Vancouver is at the top. They already won the first half, so the 2 top teams from the halves get in the playoffs. So real important game for the Indians here, and definitely one they could win. They're ahead of Tri-City right now, who they're playing tonight in the standings.
Travis, thank you very much. We're about 15 minutes away from the gates opening right here to Vista Stadium. Again, game time at 6:30. I'm told there are still tickets available if you want to walk up last second and come watch the game. But for now, Amanda,
and say hi.
We'll send
come
things
say
back
hi.
to you.
Okay, hold on, guys. I want to see that dance one more time. Are they still with us? I want to see the dance. Come on, let's see it. You're not going anywhere without it. Here we go.
I'm going too early.
Yes, that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys. Well done. All right, still to come here on KREM 2 News at 5.